The sun rises over the great California landscape. It paints the mountains in shades of gold and purple. Giant redwood trees, ancient and quiet, stand tall against the morning sky. They've watched over this land for centuries. Below them, rivers carve their way through the valleys, their waters cool and clear. The air is filled with the scent of pine and damp earth. A gentle breeze whispers through the leaves, a sound as old as the hills themselves. It's a land of immense beauty, a place that promises life in abundance. Yet beneath this timeless spectacle, a different story unfolds. It's a story of survival, hidden in plain sight. Along the banks of these rivers, new kinds of nests are built. They're not made of twigs and mud, but of tarps and salvaged wood. Here, life is measured not in seasons, but in the passing of each day. The river provides water for washing, a quiet place away from the noise of the world. It flows on, indifferent to the struggles on its shores. A blue heron might stand perfectly still in the shallows, a silent hunter. It shares this space with people who have also become hunters, searching for a safe place to rest, for a moment of peace, for something to eat. These are the silent rivers of humanity, flowing alongside the natural ones. The quiet of the dawn is often broken by a cough, a shiver against the morning chill. The people who live here move slowly, their faces etched with the lines of hardship. They're a part of this landscape now, as much as the river stones and the willow trees. They watch the hawks circling high above, maybe wondering what it is like to be so free. The natural world continues its ancient rhythm. The sun climbs higher, the birds sing their morning songs, and the river keeps its steady pace. But for the people here, the day ahead is an uncertain path, a journey filled with obstacles that nature never intended. This is a California that few people see. It's not the one of bright lights and endless opportunity. It's a more primal place, a land of stark contrasts. Here, the struggle for existence is raw and immediate. The beauty of the wild serves as a backdrop to a profound human drama. The rustle of leaves could be the wind, or it could be someone stirring in their makeshift home. Every sound, every shadow holds a story. The golden promise of the state seems to have forgotten these hidden corners, these quiet banks where people live in the shadows of its great natural wonders. If you found this story meaningful and want to see more untold perspectives from California and beyond, please subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us shine a light on the stories that matter. Away from the wild rivers, another kind of landscape sprawls. It's a jungle of concrete and steel. Great towers of glass reflect the sky, and rivers of cars flow endlessly down wide streets. The sounds here are different. The constant hum of traffic, the distant wail of a siren, the hurried footsteps of countless people. This is the city, a place of immense energy and ambition. It's a habitat built by humans, for humans. Yet, within its intricate design, many of its own kind have become lost. They're the unseen inhabitants of this bustling metropolis, living in the gaps and the forgotten spaces. Under the vast concrete bridges, new communities have formed. The arching structures provide a kind of roof, a shelter from the rain and the relentless sun. Here the walls are covered not with ivy, but with graffiti, a vibrant and chaotic language of its own. The ground is hard, but it's a place to lay one's head. People gather in small groups, sharing stories, a cigarette, or just the warmth of each other's company. They're like creatures who have adapted to a harsh new environment. They know the city's rhythms, the best times to find food, the safest corners to spend the night. Their territory is mapped by survival. As evening falls, the city transforms. The bright lights of office buildings are replaced by the glow of street lamps, casting long, dancing shadows. In the empty plazas and quiet alleyways, figures emerge. They move with a purpose that is often misunderstood. They're not ghosts, but people searching for a place of refuge. A discarded newspaper becomes a blanket. A park bench becomes a bed. The city's waste becomes a source of treasure for those who know where to look. They're resourceful, resilient beings, navigating a world that has largely turned its back on them. The sounds of the night city are their lullaby. The contrast is stark. Above, in the gleaming apartments, life goes on with comfort and security. Below, in the shadows, another life unfolds, one of constant vigilance. A raccoon might scurry from a dumpster, its eyes bright in the darkness. It too is a city dweller, an opportunist. In this, it shares a common bond with the people who live on these streets. Both are masters of adaptation. Both are survivors in a world not entirely made for them. They're the forgotten fauna of the urban wilderness. Their presence a quiet testament to the will to live against all odds. In these hidden communities, a quiet sickness has taken root. It arrives like a whisper, a promise of escape. It's a shadow that falls over the bright California sun, and it comes from something that looks as innocent as dust. This poison, fentanyl, offers a brief moment of warmth, a fleeting peace from the cold reality of the streets. It's a false comfort, a trick of the mind. But when all other comforts have been stripped away, even a false one can seem like a lifeline. It's a powerful lure for a mind and body exhausted by the daily struggle to simply exist. The effect is slow and then all at once. A person who was once full of life, with a story in their eyes, begins to fade. Their movements become slow, their gaze distant. They seem to be listening to a sound that no one else can hear. It's the call of the poison, and it's relentless. The addiction is not a choice, but a cage. It isolates them from others, even from those who share their plight. Friends watch helplessly as one of their own drifts away, lost in a fog that obscures the world. The laughter that once echoed under the bridge is replaced by a heavy silence. The body, too, begins to betray them. The struggle for food becomes secondary to the struggle for the next dose. The days blur into a cycle of desperate searching and temporary relief. It's a steep, slippery slope, and the climb back up seems impossible. The poison rewrites their instincts. The natural drive to survive, to seek shelter and community, is replaced by a single, overwhelming need. It's a tragic sight. A human being, a creature of immense potential, reduced to a shadow of their former self, trapped in a chemical prison. This is a hunt where the prey is also the hunter. They hunt for the substance that is slowly consuming them. They become ghosts in their own lives, haunting the edges of society. The vibrant spirit that every human carries is dimmed, sometimes extinguished. The natural world offers no such curses. An animal may face starvation or a predator, but it doesn't face this kind of internal enemy, this self-consuming fire. It's a uniquely human tragedy, a sorrow that settles deep in the heart of the Golden State, a darkness that even the brightest sunshine cannot fully dispel. In this land of plenty, there are places that are meant to help. They have names like shelter and clinic. They are buildings where a person is supposed to find a warm bed, a hot meal, a kind word. But you know, these places are like oases that are just too small for the desert. There are just too many people in need, and not nearly enough space. The doors are often closed. The beds are always full. For every person who finds a spot inside, many more are left outside to face the night alone. The system is a net with holes too large to catch those who are falling. People tell stories of trying to find help. They speak of long lines that lead to nowhere. They describe filling out papers that get lost in a sea of other papers. They talk of being told to come back tomorrow, and then the next day and the next. It's a journey that, honestly, requires immense patience, a resource that's pretty hard to find when you are tired and hungry. The very act of seeking help can become another burden, another source of despair. Sometimes it feels like shouting for help in a canyon, only to hear your own voice echo back, empty and alone. The places for healing are also overwhelmed. A person who is sick, either in body or in spirit, needs care. But getting to see a doctor can be a monumental task. The clinics are crowded, the waits are long. The sickness that comes from the poison flower, fentanyl, requires a special kind of healing. It needs time, support, and understanding. But the system is not built for this slow, patient work. It's designed for quick fixes, for problems that can be solved with a simple prescription. It does not have the empty hands needed to hold someone through their darkest hours. So people learn to rely on themselves and on each other. They become their own doctors, their own counselors. They share what little medicine they can find. They watch over a friend who is lost in the fog of addiction. They offer a sip of water, a piece of bread, a moment of shared silence. This is the most basic form of care, the kind that has existed since the dawn of humanity. It is beautiful in its simplicity, but it is not enough. It cannot mend a broken leg or cure a deep-seated sickness. It is a small candle of hope in a vast and encroaching darkness. Even in the deepest shadows, light finds a way to enter. Hope is a hardy plant. It can grow in the most unlikely of places, pushing its way through cracks in the concrete. You can see it in a small, carefully tended garden planted in a bucket on a sidewalk. A single tomato plant reaching for the sun becomes a symbol of life and persistence. It is a small act of creation in a world of decay. It is a declaration that beauty still matters, that the future is still worth cultivating, no matter how small or uncertain it may be. You can hear hope in the sound of a guitar, its melody drifting through the evening air under a bridge. Someone plays a simple tune, a song of love or loss. For a few moments, the music lifts the spirits of those who listen. It reminds them of a world beyond this daily struggle. It connects them to a shared humanity, to the feelings that all people understand. A shared laugh over a small joke, a story told around a makeshift fire, a kindness offered without expectation of return. These are the threads that weave a community together, even one that society has forgotten. Resilience is a quiet and powerful force. It is the man who meticulously sweeps the pavement in front of his tent each morning. It is the woman who uses a shard of a mirror to carefully apply her makeup, a small ritual of dignity. These are not grand gestures. They are small, personal acts of defiance against despair. They are a way of saying, I am still here. I am still a person. This inner strength is a remarkable adaptation, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit to find meaning and purpose, even when all seems lost. And so the story of this hidden California is not just one of sorrow, it is also a story of incredible strength. The sun sets, casting a final warm glow over the rivers and the cities. The wind picks up, carrying the scent of the ocean inland. It rustles the leaves of the redwoods and the plastic of the tents. It is a whisper of change, a reminder that nothing stays the same forever. In the quiet of the twilight, there is a sense of peace. The struggle of the day is over, and in the heart of the Golden State, among its unseen inhabitants, the persistent, fragile bloom of hope endures.